What's up, YouTube? Winterguard here. Today, I'm going to get into the latest 1,000 run project that I just completed. As you can probably tell from the title, I ran Mephisto 1,000 times, and we're going to take a look at the loot. And I kept some numbers on drops, so we'll probably go over those at the end. I'm going to go through. We're going to do a compilation of the good drops. I only kept items that were extremely useful at this point or still have some value, so that's going to be what is in the compilation. I ran Mephisto only. I didn't do the council. I wanted to run the numbers basically on Mephisto drops, and what I did, I kept track of every set and unique item that dropped. So what we're going to go over at the end is I guess the numbers on how many different uniques and sets I got and how many total of each I got. I'm not going to go over all the numbers. Actually, I'm thinking about just making the Google spreadsheet accessible. So I'll probably have that in the description if you want to take a look at it. Now, I listed them by their bases, so it's not going to have the full name of the item. So if you're not sure what they are, you'll have to look them up. I only listed the name of the base item, for instance, like War Scepter or whatever. It's not going to be the actual name of the item itself. But I did a count of every item, of how many of each of those items that dropped. So we're going to kind of look at that in totality. And if you want to go ahead and make a guess right now which had the most drops of the uniques, which unique dropped the most, and which set item dropped the most. It should be pretty simple. Put it in the comments and give a wild guess on how many of those dropped. And we'll do that. I'll actually show you the numbers at the end. So do that. Drop it in the comments. Which item do you think dropped the most? For sets, probably would be pretty simple. Unique, maybe not so much. And put a quantity in how many you think of those items dropped. And we'll look at that at the end. I did get a lot of really good items. I did not get every item that can drop because specifically I was looking for War Travs to drop because I still haven't seen a pair of War Travs drop the entirety of D2R, and I did not get a pair, so spoiler alert on that. I still don't have a pair of War Travs. And for fun, we're going to see how many set Chaos Armors drop. Obviously, I got set Chaos Armors, which is the Trang set. It's kind of a joke in Discord at this point of how many of these I get. Take a guess on how many of those dropped as well, and I'll show you at the end. So we're going to go ahead and get into the compilation. Let me show you Magic Find real quick. That would be the most important stat. I'll pop up the equipment as well. I have not updated my overlay for equipment to include the Oculus. I do it for the Hodo. So we'll take a look at this here. My Magic Find is 362, and I will show you this because these actually dropped while I was running. I picked up another 4, a 7, and a 6, so all three of these charms are new. And again, I still haven't issued the Oculus, which I should do as well. But that'll give me another 20-ish, 24, 25. I never remember how much IST gives you. And I don't have an IST in the Viper as well. I'm still wanting that Tau armor. I want to do the 3-piece set. So I'll probably do another 1,000 run project. I'm taking a little break after this last one. Just to give you guys an idea, it took me I think they upped the throttle for the game creation to 1.5 minutes because I constantly got it, and there was times where I got 40-second timers on it. So I'm thinking they upped it. It used to be a minute, and it's up to 1.5 minutes now. So they've definitely changed that. So quick overlay of the items, not including the Oculus. And then I'm going to go ahead and get into the compilation real quick. There is quite a few. I'll keep them short. I'm going to try and keep them around 20 seconds apiece. If you enjoy the video, give me a like and subscribe. Join us on Discord. And you can personally make fun of me about the Trang armors. And we're going to get into the compilation now. Okay, we're in the run 36. This is where we're going to start it out. Again, I only did the really great items. And on the run 36, we get unique Monarch, which is Storm Shield. So not a bad way to start these 1,000 off. Storm Shield's pretty daggone useful. Okay, we're up to run 144. Pretty big jump, but I mean it's only because I'm only looking for certain items at this point. And we get our first Ariat's Face. Roll 6% life steal, which is a good one. Alright, we're at run 177. And we get our first Trang armor. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, we're on run 222. And we get a Shaco to drop. Now, I've gotten most of my Shacos off Mephisto. Honestly, probably my 5th or 6th one. Okay, run 231. And we get another one. This is Trang number 2. Okay, let's run 233. It's just a couple runs later from that last Trang. We get an Eldritch. Now, I have not gotten a +3 yet. This is like my 3rd or 4th one. I've gotten quite a few of them. I just haven't gotten a +3 yet. And we get a +2. Alright, this is run 249, so we're getting a pretty decent stretch of items, not counting the Trang here. We get another Ariats. I don't know why I mess with these guys. I don't remember if I ID'd. Yeah, I ID'd this one. This is a 5, so the last one was 6. There's the second one. Okay, we're running up to 331 now. And we'll get our first facet. I don't know why I bother, but I just don't like to run into poison. And this one's a 3/4 poison, so kind of crap. Okay, this is run 334. This is 3 runs later. Now, I don't actually count this in my totals towards what Mephisto dropped, but since it was so close to the last one, as you'll see there, I get another facet. So we'll take this, check this one out, see what how this one rolls. And this is only 3 runs from the last one, and I get a 5/5 poison. Okay, this is run 365, and we get G-Face there. Guillaume's, for those that were giving me a hard time about how I mispronounced it last. Not going to bother showing it. They drop pretty often for me, and I'm sure you guys have seen it. And we'll go ahead and move to the next item. Okay, this is run 371. We'll get a decent little double drop here. Actually get Haas. The Saleh is a rock stopper. I don't bother picking those up. I get a ton of those. But Haas is always nice. This is my 3rd one. I'm not going to ID it here. I'm going to ID it at the end of the video. Okay, this is run 374. This is only 3 after the Haas, and I get an Iraq. Always extremely valuable, so it's good to see that one. I've gotten 2 here from Mephisto previously, and like 1 from Diablo. Might be vice versa. Good to see it. Okay, we're on run 406, and we get our second Eldritch. See if we can get another, or get a chance at the +3 of shooters. And we get another +2. Alright, we're on run 453. Still not to the halfway point, so we're doing pretty good item-wise. Still a lot of runs, but we've been getting the items. And you see we get an Aki. As long as it's not ethereal, we're good. And it's not. So on to the next. Alright, we're on 465 now. just about to the halfway point, and we get another Iraq. That to me is pretty crazy. So I'm not going to ID this one. I'll probably be using it as a giveaway, so I'm just going to kind of leave it. Alright, we're up to run 468, or 648, excuse me, and we get another facet. Now, I skipped a bunch of stuff. I found like 3 or 4 G faces in a row, and it's just not worth showing over and over. And we get a 4-4 fire. That's pretty decent, but that's our third facet. Alright, we're up to 717, and I love when he just runs all over the place, even though we're standing right there. And we get our third Trang. Yep, third one. I do pick it up. Okay, we're up to run 758, and we get a nice little double drop. You like to see that one. Unique ring and the Shaco. As long as the Shaco's not ethereal, and it is not. We'll go ahead and throw an ID on the ring, though. And it's a dwarf. Got a dozen of them, don't need it. Alright, we're at run 783, and we get our third Eldritch. First 2 were +2. Hoping for that 3. Just to have one. And we finally get it. There's the +3. The Lightning and Fire are mediocre. Maxes out at 20, but it's a +3. First one. Alright, this is run 892, so we're getting towards the tail end of things. And we get our 4th facet to drop. And I don't know why I do this, but I don't know, I like to get stuff out of the way before I ID. So we've gotten one 5-5 poison, but then we get a 3-4 fire, so another mediocre one. Alright, we're on run 907, getting kind of tired at this point. But if you saw it drop, there was a unique tiara. Getting stuff out of the way here. I have not actually, and for those that don't know, it's Kira's Guardian. It's a great resist helm. Don't see that much of a use for it. Maybe people use it in Ubers. I don't actually know. But it rolls really bad. I think 50 is anti-perfect. But it is my first one. Alright, we're on run 932 here. We're in the home stretch. And we get our 5th facet. I have never really had that many facets drop, so it's kind of crazy the streak of facets I got doing this this project. We did get one perfect one, which was that poison one, and this one is an anti-perfect 3-3 lightning. If that had been 3-3 or 5-5 lightning, yeah. Okay, this is run 951. As you can see, there's just stuff everywhere. So the only reason I show this, it's kind of cool. As you can see, 3 really decent uniques, actually. Well, the Ogre Maul's kind of meh, because it's Windhammer. Cranium Basher can't drop off Mephisto. But the Mesh and the Mage Plate can be useful, especially if you're starting out. I don't keep them, but I just thought I'd show that as a pretty cool triple drop. Okay, this is the last one. This is run 968. And fittingly, it's a Trang. That's the 4th one I got, and of course it's the last item of note, even though it's garbage. It's kind of funny that that's the last thing that dropped. Okay, as you can see, that was a ton of stuff, all valuable that I picked up. Maybe I did get a lot of the Ariats, but that is a great barb helm, so I would consider that a pretty valuable item still. Maybe not a lot of trade value, but a lot of barbs going to be running that helm if they're not a full IK barb. So I kept them just to have. But we're going to go ahead and take a look. I got stuff just spread all over the place at this point. But for those that guessed correctly, I got 4 Trang sets. Didn't ID any of them. But yeah, 4 of them. So that was pretty crazy. I did get 2 Akis. I'm not going to go over every item. I think total, I got like 4 or 5 facets. I got a bunch of facets. None of them that were really that great. That was actually my first Kira's. The resist are kind of crap, but I probably would never use it anyways. I don't know that there's really that many builds that use it. It is a great resist helmet if you can get a higher one. I believe it caps at 75. But as you can see, I got a 50. I think that might be anti-perfect, to be honest with you. And I was going to ID. Oh, I did get 2 Iraqs, so that's actually pretty crazy. Probably be giving those away at some point in Discord. And I finally got a +3 Eldritch shooters. So that was kind of cool. I've had like 5 or 6 of those, but I've only ever gotten this one +3. The fire damage is meh. It caps out at 20. I think it's 15 to 20, so not that great. But kind of cool to finally get a +3. But last thing I want to do real quick before we go over the numbers, I want to go ahead and ID the Zach. Let's see what kind of defense we actually get on this one. I believe the cap is 200. So let's see what we get. Oh crap, can't ID it. Let's ID it here. Can't ID in shared stash. I forget about that. Any guesses before I drop it? I'm going to say probably, I don't think it's going to be that good. I'm going to say like 176. Oh crap. Is that a perfect DD? I'm pretty sure the 200 is perfect. Okay, then that's pretty nuts. Okay. That actually was not expecting that. I figured that was going to be kind of a bad one, to be honest with you. So we got a 200. All right. And let's go over the numbers real quick. I'm going to show you the spreadsheet. Like I said, I'm going to figure out a way. I'll put it in the description. I'm going to open the link to this. It's a Google Doc, so you should be able to get access to it. I'll just need to make sure it's public and you can't edit it. But let's take a look at it real quick here. Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. So, I guess I should have run a total. Let's run a total on this thing. Alright, let's look at the numbers here. Sorry, I had to clip that real quick. I forgot how to run totals on this thing. And we got it now. So, first off, look at the uniques. And again, I did not get any or all of the uniques. Now, I'm not sure. I couldn't find a list of every single item. I mean, you could look at the different treasure classes or treasure class tables and kind of figure it out, but I didn't see anywhere that had done it already as far as how many different uniques and sets Mephisto drops. I'm not going to do it, but needless to say, there are a couple that I did not get, I'm sure, but I'm pretty sure I covered most of them. So as you can see, I got 223 different uniques, which is a lot. So if you think about it, when you're magic finding, there is a wide breadth of items that you can get. You know, you're not even including all the rares and blues and whatnot. So for your magic find to get you to where it rolls in unique, you still have to get lucky and get the right base to get the unique that you're looking for. So that would explain. I mean, I only got, was it the one? I got 2 Shakos. But you figure out I got 2 Oculus. But I add up all those items that drop. I got 573 total uniques. So that's a lot of items, but out of 1,000 runs, that's a little better than a one every other run, and then you got to hope for the right base to drop. So that gives you an idea how much magic finding you actually have to do to get an item you're looking for. And also for those that at the beginning I was saying, guess what dropped the most? Unique breastplate was the winner on the uniques. There was 15 of those, and for those that don't know, I believe it's called Venom Ward. I mean, it's an okay low level breastplate, but it's a breastplate. So, but that I don't even think there was anything even close to that. I don't think anything else broke to that one. Well, unique ring shockingly was second. I did not. I got a carrion wind was like the anything outside of like a Manald and Dwarf Stars. So unique rings. Yeah, that's it. That's only two that actually were 10 or higher. So let's look at the sets now. 474 total sets. So if you compile that together, got you at least a unique set every drop, every run on average. It's not actually what happened. But and if you notice here, there's 84 total different sets, which of course there's a lot fewer sets. I believe Ring was actually number one. So if you look at that from the aspect of Magic Find, that was 26 failed unique rolls that were successful on set. And my Magic Find was high 300s. So potentially if you were higher, you know, if RNG goes in your favor, you would have got more set unique rings. Some of these would have been unique versus set because the roll would have been a little bit better. So that's something to take into consideration. But of course, you know, there's always going to be a ton more sets. Ring was actually number one, but for those that were probably guessing the breastplate, it was close. 24 of those, and that's the Eisenhart's chest, which they just drop from the get-go, and you get those constantly. So overall, I got more uniques and set items total. 474 versus 573. So that's a good thing. That means my Magic Find was high enough that I was getting more unique rolls being successful than set. I got 4G face, which that's a pretty decent set item to get. I don't think anything else really stuck out that much. I didn't pick these up. I got 4 train gloves, which are the heavy bracers. The IK set was surprisingly not as many as I was thinking, which I think that's definitely a piece. I believe the battle. No, I think it's war gauntlets. Yeah, war gauntlets. I think I got a couple 3 mauls. Is it war belt? I think it's war belt. So I think I got the full set outside of the chest, which doesn't drop there anyways. So, and I got like 6 laying of hands. Pretty common gloves. These are great gloves, but they drop a lot. And like the 2 towel masks. No towel ammy. Just got the one from my other 1,000 runs. But we're going to leave it at that. I thought it was pretty interesting to look at the numbers. Again, if you guys want to look at this, I'm going to try and make this viewable, and I'll put it in the link in the description. I don't think there's anything left to show. I did get a decent. I think that's the best area. I think that caps at 6. I don't remember. I got a bunch of those. There's a 5. There's a 3. That's a crappy one. But a lot of this stuff I'll probably be giving away. So join us on Discord. Link will be in the description. I will probably take a little bit of a break, and then the only thing, this wasn't that bad. I think all total, if you figure an hour and a half or a minute and a half per run, 1,000 runs, that's 1,500 minutes. That's still a lot of time, but the only thing that got it kind of grindy, I wanted to run other stuff at some point. You know, you get tired of running the same thing. I could do it fast enough, but you see all these drops, and you know certain items can't drop that you want. So it was making me want to run other stuff probably halfway through, but I went ahead and ground it out. So, I mean, that's I'll probably do it again, and I will run the numbers again like I did. If you guys just enjoyed it, give me a like and subscribe, share, hit the notification, all that YouTube stuff. But I'm going to leave it there. You guys have a great day. Keep on farming.